Alright, Ms. Zena0902 asks you another question. She wants to know, how long have you been a Yankee fan? Been a Yankee fan my whole entire life. I live next to Yankee Stadium, about like 2 blocks away from it. Born and bred in the Bronx. So, I grew up being a Yankee fan. I have to be a Yankee fan. So, right now I am disappointed with them because, for one, Joe Torre leaving. I love Joe Torre so much. And when he left the Yankees, it wasn't his fault. It was Steinbrenner and his stupid son's fault. After he left, I felt like, oh man, the piece of the Yankees left with them. I love Joe Girardi as a manager, but the Yankees, I don't know, they're not good. They're not good right now. The pitching, it's all about pitching, and the pitching is hurting them so badly. But for the past few seasons, the pitching has been, shit, especially in the postseason, and they need to work on that. But yeah, I've been a Yankee fan my whole entire life. Thanks for the question. Next question from Vent Razor. He wants to know, do you think Triple H will stay on SmackDown? Well, after watching last night, Night of Champions, and Triple H retaining the title still, that's going to be a huge question mark. Will Triple H stay on SmackDown? He can either go back to Raw now, or he's going to stay on SmackDown and face Edge to unify the titles, which I don't see happen. I hope that doesn't happen because then Edge will get screwed. All in all, I want Triple H to stay on SmackDown, but I'm just so pissed off that Triple H couldn't job to Cena. He couldn't job to Cena. He couldn't put his ego aside and job to Cena one more time. So as of now, I think Triple H will not be staying on SmackDown. I just have a bad feeling he's going to hop back on the Raw. But thanks for the question. All right. The next question from ROH Styles 23. He asked me a non-wrestling question, which I'm impressed. Who are you going for this year's election, McCain or Obama, and why? Please tell me it isn't that piece of shit McCain that seems even dumber than Bush, if that is even possible. Alright, I'm a lifelong Democrat. I always, I just can't be a Republican. I don't know how people can be Republicans. Nothing against them. You have a right to choose whoever you want to be, but I'm a Democrat through and through, and I always will be. This year's election was kind of hard for me, though, because I had a hard time deciding from Obama and Hillary. I ended up swaying with Hillary because she has more experience, and she also has Bill Clinton on her side, and I thought Bill Clinton was a great president. So it was kind of like a 2-for-1 deal if she would have went to the White House. With Barack, he's young, he's full of ideas, very smart, very intelligent, great public speaker, but he lacks experience, and that worries me about him. I didn't want him to get into the White House and be like a yes man, But as of now, we see Hillary and and Barack together. They're like showing themselves to the public more, so it's looking more and more that Hillary might be the vice president nomination, and I hope so, because those two together in the White House might be very, very good. It's like a great ticket right there. The Democrats need to be unified right now, and I don't think they are as a whole. So hopefully Hillary and Obama can team up, and we'll see them both in the White House. But I worry about this election because there's a lot of racist people out there, a lot of ignorant people out there that won't vote for Obama because he's black, and they'll vote for McCain because he's white. So I wonder about all those white supremacy groups out there. They're probably shaking in their boots, wondering, oh, we might have our first black president. And I really, really hope nothing bad happens to him. People asking me, well, he might get assassinated and stuff like that, and I'm hoping not. I really, really hope not. But I definitely see Barack Obama being our next president, and it's very exciting. A very exciting time in America. Thanks for the question, ROH Styles. Next question, and this is going to be a funny one, from Dan the Man 0531. He asks me, hey Gilbert, why is Jim hiding the fact that he's gay? LOL. Ha ha ha. Good question, Dan. Good question. You know what? I keep wondering that myself. Now, for those of you who don't know who Jim is ECW Hardcore 07. And let's just say he's such a friendly, nice guy. I like joking with him. He's a cool kid. I like joking with him and bothering him because I know I can get underneath his skin. And whether he likes to admit it or not, I do get him a lot. But as of now, yeah, he's a straight boy. Straight boy with no girlfriend, but straight indeed. But I gotta ask you, Dan, how come you're always talking about Jim's sexuality? I always wonder with guys that talk about other guys' sexuality if they are that themselves. Thanks for the question, Dan. Next question from ECW Paul 96333. He asks me 6 questions. Damn, ECW Paul. First question: what do you think of the MMA? I'm not a very big fan of MMA. I'm a casual fan, you can say. I'm still not really into it. I'm trying to little by little, but it doesn't really appeal to me as much. But I do see why people are fans of MMA. It has some great action, and I'm trying to get into it as more as I possibly can. But as of now, I'm still a little, little new to it. But it seems pretty good. It might do well for years to come. Next question: favorite wrestling show right now on TV? For like last year, and not last year, but in the past few months, it was ECW because they have a lot of young talent and they're doing more wrestling than talking. But now ECW has dropped completely. So it's hard to tell me, it's hard for me to let you know what kind of wrestling show I'm into right now. I do watch Raw every week, but Raw doesn't produce quality shows every week. I don't watch SmackDown as much, off and on, even though I DVR it. And Impact, I DVR it as well. I watch it off and on. So I guess for out of default, I'm gonna have to say Raw because I do watch Raw every week, even though they don't produce quality shows every week. Alright, next question from ECW Paul. Why do you like reality shows when obviously it is more faker than wrestling, except Hell's Kitchen? That show is awesome even if it's fake. I'm a huge reality show buff. I'm obsessed with reality shows. I like competition reality shows. I hate the dating ones. Survivor, Big Brother, Amazing Race, The Mole, Project Runway, So You Think You Could Dance, American Idol a little bit. I love shows like that. I want to go on Survivor so badly. Anyone that knows me knows I need to be on Survivor, and I'm going to audition and apply for that show so many times until I get on it because I am the ultimate survivor. Favorite food, Yaxes. Favorite food, I like nothing but junk food, which is so bad for me. Chinese food, pizza, McDonald's, and it's so horrible for me to say this because I'm trying to go on a diet right now. But yeah, I love junk food like crazy. Favorite shooter besides yourself? I like MB Wrestler 87. I think he's like the best one out there because he mixes comedy with wrestling. He's very passionate in what he talks about. He's very real, and I like that about people on here on YouTube. There's a lot of different people that make different videos, and I enjoy everyone. But everyone's unique. But definitely MB Wrestler 87 is pretty cool. And your last question: do you drink or smoke or both? I do drink occasionally when I go out and have fun, but that's about it. I'm not like an average drinker. I don't drink every day. Smoking, I don't accept at all. I don't smoke cigarettes. I don't even smoke weed. I never even smoked weed before. But I hate cigarettes with a passion. I hate it. So I don't smoke at all. Thanks for the question, ECW Paul. Alright. Next question from my little buddy, Emperor Simi 123. He wants to know, do you love the old gimmick of The Undertaker as the American Badass? When Undertaker first changed his gimmick, it took me a little while to get used to it because I was so used to the Dead Man. I love the Dead Man gimmick. But he did needed a little change, and this was a good change for him because this is the real life Undertaker. Undertaker is this person outside of wrestling. He's into the motorcycles. He wears his, leather and jeans and all that stuff. That's the real Undertaker, and we saw the real Undertaker for the first time in wrestling, and that was pretty cool. He changed up his style a little bit, doing the power bomb, I always forget the name of that damn power bomb. But yeah, doing the power bomb instead of the tombstone, I was kind of disappointed about. But the power bomb did look pretty good. It looked pretty cool. Will he ever become the American Badass ever again? No, because Chuck Palumbo's using that gimmick now, so we won't be seeing that anytime soon. If Undertaker returns, he'll probably be the Dead Man again. But thanks for the question, Emperor Simi 123. All right. Next question from AA Jr., my good buddy. He asks, hey Gil, other than wrestling, what is your second passion? What do you do for your free time? I am a pretty boring person in general. For fun, I'm a big gamer. I love my video game at my Xbox 360. I'm always playing my games. I like to write a lot, and writing is very good for me. It helps my soul out, I like to say. It's pretty cool. I'm also into music wise, I'm always into my music. I do sing a lot, I do dance a lot, which I will never show anyone because I hate it. I'm embarrassed by that, but it helps me relax. I'm not a generally, besides being on the internet a lot which I love, I'm obsessed with. I have friends and everything and all, but I'm a homebody. I like to stay at home and chill a lot. And when I do go out and have fun, I like to go out and have fun. But yeah, most of the time, I'm trying to make myself more outgoing. I want to do like more outdoorsy stuff. I want to go like rock climbing, and I want to start going like camping and stuff like that, which would be pretty cool. So thanks for the question, AA Junior. All right, stay tuned for part 3 of my Q&A session, folks. See you in a bit.